BattleHawks. We are back. Let's go. Now, first game, Friday Night Lights. First game that they've had in the UFL on Friday. It's going to be under the lights at 8 p.m. in Houston against the Roughnecks. Now, a couple things you got to ask yourself. Which QB is St. Louis starting? Will the attendance keep up during the season? I'm sure it will. The BattleHawks have 5 players returning and all of them have UFL honors, including the league leader last year in rushing and the 2024 Player of the Year. We'll get into that right after this. All right, guys. We are back for another season. 2025 UFL BattleHawks is the law. Let's go, people. All right. The season is here. Now, our biggest question and everybody's first question is, if you're a BattleHawks fan, is what are we doing at QB? What are we doing at QB? Well, we have decided, Anthony Beck has decided that we are going to switch up our offensive play style. We lost both our coordinators to the NFL, which they deserve to go. And I was kind of glad Gronkowski. Yeah, anyway. Getting into it, we are changing up our offensive scheme. We have gone with 2 quarterbacks that are runners. They scramble in the pocket. Wilkins and Dugan. Manny Wilkins and Max Dugan. And we also got that Chevron Cordier or whatever his name is. That dude's decent too. I forget where he's from. But it looks like Anthony Beck has announced that we are starting both quarterbacks on Friday. So what kind of scheme are we going to run here? Are you going to run one guy on certain plays? Because that's going to get picked up pretty quickly. If you ask me, or in my opinion. Excuse me, my hair is just everywhere. But that's our biggest question. What are we doing at QB? AJ McCarron is out. Not out, but gone from the team. Apparently, we told him that we were going with a different offensive play style. And, he kind of did that towards the end of the season, and he got hurt. And that kind of screwed us kind of in a way. But, injuries do happen. Not blaming AJ, obviously. But he is out. We got 2 new guys in. This offense is going to be explosive. Like I said, we have 5 players returning from all UFL honors, including the league leader in rushing, Jacob Sayers. All right. Let me get that. Let me pull it up real quick. All right. Jacob Sayers, our running back. And then Hakeem Butler was the 2024 Player of the Year last year in the UFL, dominated, went and played in the NFL last season. I believe he got hurt. I can't remember if he did. We got Denzel Mims, Ja'Cour Pearson, Blake Jackson, Frank Darby, Greg Jennings. And then our tight end, Jake Sutherland, monster. He was injured last year. I feel like he's going to have a big year this year. I feel like we're going to need him, especially if the QB is going to scramble a lot. He better be in the flats. It's going to be loud in St. Louis, so yeah, it's going to be fun. But anyway, special teams Player of the Year, also Chris Garrett. He returned a lot last year. I think he had the most yards in return and kickoff and punt. 29 players returned from last year's squad, including 17 players entering their second season in St. Louis and 14 veterans back for their third season. The St. Louis roster includes 3 quarterbacks, 3 running backs, 7 wide receivers, 2 tight ends, 9 offensive linemen, 6 defensive linemen, 8 linebackers, 9 defensive backs, and 3 specialty players. And 1 player is on injured reserve. Technically, that's what that's what you get. But yeah, Anthony's back he's back for his third year, which we're glad to have him back. I think he went he was with the Jets organization doing play calling or something up there. But yeah, so it's good to have him back. I like him as a coach, very motivational, all about the players, stuff like that, Moving on, attendance. St. Louis, I know we're going to be there. We just got to show up. Our home opener is next Sunday. And that should be fun. I think it's like a 5 o'clock game or 12 o'clock. I can't remember what it is, but that's going to be fun. But will the attendance hold up? Will St. Louis overcome the UFL in attendance like they always have? Will attendance overall in the UFL get brought up more? Will more people start showing up? I saw the Rock's going to be at the first game tomorrow. Our game? I forget which game he was going to be at. I read it somewhere. But maybe if the Rock started announcing that he was coming to some of these games and was going to talk and shit before the game, maybe more people would show up. And the other teams, the other states. I mean, we sell out. I mean, I don't know. I mean, we show up for our team. Yes, it's the UFL. It's not the NFL. We don't have a team. Our team left us. That's another subject. Let's see here. Great to have Jacob Sayers back. That's going to be huge, having the league leader in rushing come back. And then we are also changing up our offensive scheme to 2 running quarterbacks. So a lot of screens, a lot of fakes, I mean, dude, this is going to open up our offense huge. Now, can these guys throw? Yeah. This Max Dugan guy, I think he got drafted by the Chargers, I believe. And we actually picked him up this year. Dude can play. The dude can play. Put him in a minor league football like what we are, getting guys amped up and finding who they really are before they go to the NFL. Like, build up some confidence here, man. Tear shit up and then go to the NFL. That's what St. Louis is all about. They're about raising their players and sending them off. But our players are also loyal. A lot of these guys come back. You know why they come back? Because we show up. We show up to support them and the team because they're here in St. Louis, and people want to call us, we're not a football town or we're not a sports town. Come on. You see the stuff behind me? That's all. That's just a little bit blues. All right. I got a wall here. Cardinals. We're a sports town. We love our teams. All right. Kroenke was not putting product on the field for us to do anything, hiring crap coaches, and we were going 8-9, and they thought that was okay. 8-8, whatever. Anyway, let's see here. But it's great having a bunch of these guys back. Anthony Beck said he did bring people in to compete with our guys. He brought in a bunch of veterans from the NFL, actually, that didn't have jobs anymore and or just want to play for the offseason. Maybe they're free agents and they want to continue playing and keep warm during this season to get ready to maybe sign somewhere else for the NFL season coming up. That's smart to do. I do have a power rankings. My preseason, too early to announce power rankings. I'm going to try to do my power rankings every week, stuff like that. I'm hoping to have Saffold on with me next week, Brandon. He does Blues Note. You see him a lot all the time, all over our YouTube page, which, by the way, so you can go ahead and say it now. If you made it this far with me, thank you. Not done yet, but I just want to throw this out there. Go subscribe to our YouTube channel, St. Louis Sports on YouTube. Follow us all season long for all your BattleHawks content, your Blues content, and your Cardinals content all season long for St. Louis Sports. Please follow us, subscribe. It helps us out. We're trying to reach some goals here. Please help us out with that. Side note, my power rankings here. All right. Now, believe it or not, I'm not being a hometown hero here, but Birmingham, they obviously won the championship last year, the Stallions. All right. I'm going 1-8, basically from that. And based off, like I said, these are way too early preseason rankings, kind of based off last year from ending the season and stuff like that. I got Birmingham at 1. And then I have your St. Louis BattleHawks at number 2. Basically, power rankings. These are like my power rankings and like odds of like winning the title, basically, for this year. Too early predictions. Then I got 3, Michigan. All right. And then San Antonio, the Brahmas. We actually faced them 3 times this year. Again. Like, come on. They're our rival. It's brutal at home, and it's fun as can be. Anyway, San Antonio at 4. Arlington Renegades at 5. They just float around 500 all year, and they're that team that can just – they can win if you don't – if you F around, you're going to find out with them. Like, you can – it's a winnable game against them because majority of the league has better players than them. And you're going to call me crazy for putting one team down further earlier or in a minute, which you could probably already guess what it is since I haven't said it already, past San Antonio and Arlington. But Arlington is one of those games where they can win if you're not on your game. Like, you got to still play your game, but you should be able to win that game. Arlington, then Memphis, the Showboats. DC at 7. DC is I haven't really caught up. I haven't really stayed up with them. They got their beer snake. They think they have the best fans in the UFL. Like, cool. Good job with your snake. With your 9,000 people. Try 38,000, bro. Try 38,000. And then Houston Roughnecks down at the bottom. Now, shout out to my boy Rick Rocker. He is a Houston Roughneck diehard. I'm sure if you guys are listening to this BattleHawks, you guys know UFL. I'm sure you know Rick Rocker. He's all over. Go follow him on X or whatever social media he's got. Facebook, if he's got X, whatever, YouTube. Great dude. And he follows UFL. He's just a UFL super fan, but he's a Houston Roughneck guy. And shout out to him. I actually met him. I think he came to the championship last year, and we met the Predators. Predator husband and wife. They were cool. Shout out to you guys too. If you guys listen to this, that's awesome if you do. But yeah, those are my power rankings on odds, basically to my order of what I think is who they can win the championship. Too early to predict preseason. Let's see here. But like I said, 3 days ago, the BattleHawks and Anthony Beck, I did announce when the final roster was released that our starting quarterback will be Manny Wilkins and Max Dugan. And not this guy's 1, this guy's 2, this guy's 3. These guys are 1A, 1B. Are you going to have both of them out on the field at the same time? That'd be interesting. New kicker, Blankenship. Got NFL. I think he played for the Colts. Got glasses. He can boot the ball. Okay. Excited about that. Let's see. What else do I got here? All right, and we're back. Sorry about that. Let's go over some week 1 inactives. I'm going to do that every week too, just so we know, so everybody's keep up on that. Cornerback, Miles Sims. Running back, Kayvon Ladius. Ryan Cole, tackle. Cole Spencer, guard. Wide receiver, Sam Wiglets. Nose tackle, Kyle Bauer. And Isaiah Mack, defensive tackle. Those are our week 1 inactives. Miles Sims, cornerback. That's actually big for us right there. Next, to send this off for the pregame, preseason podcast. I got to come up with a name for my show. Haven't thought of anything yet. Anything yet. If you guys got any suggestions, leave it down in the comments. I would appreciate it. 2025 schedule. Let's go over it. Week 1, tomorrow night, Friday night at 7 p.m., March 28th. Houston Roughnecks. Bring it on. Hoping to spoil their home opener with a BattleHawk victory. I'm going to go. I don't know how this offense is going to look, so I'm nervous, but it should be a high-powered offense. We boosted our O-line as well, so it should look good. Our offense should look different from last year and more high-powered, I'm hoping. More big explosive plays, more third down conversions with the legs. I mean, we're going to have a deadly quarterback that had deadly legs with a deadly running back behind him who's a monster with a beefed up O-line. So I'm pretty with a crazy wide receiver core. But anyway, week 2 at home, San Antonio, Sunday at 5:30. Then we got DC at home, week 3 at 2 p.m. Week 4, we got Arlington Renegades at Arlington. Week 5 at home versus Michigan Panthers. That'll be good. 6 p.m. That's a night game. Great. Week 6 versus Arlington. Sorry, I had to see if that was home. That is home versus Arlington, the Renegades. So that'll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'll be everybody. Then we play Memphis at Memphis, then Birmingham, then San Antonio, then DC. We wrap up with a Friday Night Lights game, week 9 against the Brahmas at home. Friday Night Lights. That's going to be crazy. Then we at DC. I think that's another Friday at 7 p.m. to end the season in DC. Should be a great season. Should be interesting. That is all I have today. Cause the law. Go BattleHawks. Cannot wait to see everybody in the Battle Dome. It's going to be great. But first, we got to get past Houston, in Houston for week 1, Friday Night Lights, tomorrow night. That is all I have, everybody. My name is Jordan. And until next time, cause the law. See you guys.